goody, here it comes.
Welcome to the Cinema Psycho Show.
You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Oh my God, don't stop now!
With your hosts, Brian, John, and Elaine.
Welcome to the Cinema Psycho Show, the madhouse for film freaks and film fans of all types. I'm your host, Brian Kyneton, joined by my fellow co-hosts and filmmakers, John and Elaine Woolscroft.
Ah, Shazbud, I quit this show.
Nuh-uh. What?
What? Who said that? Not me. I love this show.
What are
I think
you
it was
talking
Elaine.
about? You're quitting.
No.
What?
It was
You're just a
Elaine.
handful. He starts off a handful. Where do we go from here?
I don't know.
I'm back.
I'm upset.
Yeah.
But we're on episode 43.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Midlife crisis we discussed.
Midlife crisis. We've already gone over
We're
that.
well established.
Is
We
one more than 42.
we took
That's
the
right.
convertible back to the dealership. We
Yep.
came to our senses.
Yep.
We didn't have an affair, which was
No,
good.
not yet.
I had an affair with my own hand
That's not an affair,
That's
honey.
not
There's
an
another word
affair.
for that. We'll
That's
talk about that later.
during our Facebook Live.
Yep.
We can talk about that later.
If you missed the Facebook Live,
Sorry,
everybody,
but sorry, guys. It went
yeah,
everywhere.
you missed that sort of thing happening.
It's supposed to be red, right?
Well, okay. Yeah.
And we have nowhere to go. But
No,
out.
I got
All
nothing.
right,
I
guys.
got nothing.
Make sure
on
to
that
follow us on Twitter. And make sure to tune in next week. Thank you for joining us.
That's right. Yeah.
For,
So
the madness.
Oh, wait, we never talked about anything. Hold on.
You talked
Let's
and
restart.
Can-
yeah.
we
can-
just listened.
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Can't-
Larry, can I
Can I-
finish?
Larry, can I finish? So yeah, we're in episode 43. We had a little bit of a break last week. Not really planned. Just called got sick really bad. Coughing up some green shit. You know, the usual. Winter fun time.
Even though it's like 75 degrees outside
That's
in
the thing
Pittsburgh,
too.
Pennsylvania.
That's the thing too. It's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it's almost 80 degrees. They're calling for 80 degrees on Saturday.
What?
Did you hear about that?
We're all going to die, aren't we?
We're all going to die.
I mean, we're all gonna die someday.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Oh, that's bleak.
I just feel like the Earth's going to cave in on itself.
There's just a, you know what? This is what you get for electing Donald Trump.
Well, eventually the sun will explode and we'll all die anyways.
Yeah, but we'll be long dead by then.
Hey, but we've
and forgotten.
got 7 planets to go to now.
I won't be forgetting.
Did you hear about those
forgotten.
new planets that
Oh,
they found?
dude, yes. NASA found like 7 new planets and said like there's totes room on like 3 of them for us guys. Like we got this. They figured it out.
Granted-
Earth 2
Thank you,
Electric
NASA.
Boogaloo. Well, that's what
Earth
Jennifer
2
Lawrence was
Electric
going to,
Boogaloo.
right?
Earth 2, Electric Boogaloo? No.
She was, Jennifer Lawrence was traveling to like Earth 2
Home
before she got
settlement
raped.
or
Yeah.
settlement
It was
continent.
like home base or some shit like that.
I don't know.
Homestead 2.
Yes, Homestead,
Homestead
2.
2.
The movie was garbage. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody asked Jessica. Does she remember? she remembered when we did the episode.
She did. She'd seen it the night before. She was at an advantage.
I saw it the night before. What are you talking about?
Did you really? Oh, that's right.
I didn't.
I saw it over Christmas break and went,
I,
fuck.
I may or may not have found it through nefarious means.
Hey, we're all friends here. It's a safe space.
So it's a safe space.
So speaking of nefarious, we have our Razzies episode today.
Yes.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
We figured, why not? Unfortunately, we couldn't get Bill Zebub, the notorious filmmaker of such classics such as Ant Farm Dickhole, on the show. Just schedules didn't work out, but it's okay.
That's all right. We got our Razzies
It's all right.
episode
We got
for you
our
guys.
Razzies episode, so
We'd still love to have you on, Billy.
we would. We definitely would. There's always room at
Yeah.
this table for weirdos.
So
all
we
sorts.
have
At
a
least one of us is
little
a
bit
weirdo,
of
if not
little bit
three.
of news. Little
Little bit of news.
to get you going. Did
you
going.
Did you check the newspaper? Did you find
Not even a little bit. I looked at the internet.
Okay, what'd you
so
find? What's the
I found a
internet?
bunch of awesome Star Wars shit, y'all.
Of
Y'all?
course you did.
Ready. So ready.
Okay.
Okay.
She occasionally talks in a southern twang out of nowhere. considering
Oh,
she
I
was
say
born in
y'all. I don't know
northwestern
why. I
Pennsylvania.
always say y'all. I've always said y'all, and I don't know why. It's one of my
The
things
y'all,
that makes
it
me
just comes.
me. So anyway, Star Wars stuff. You guys want to know it or not?
I want to know.
Good. All right.
Meh.
Space. Okay.
Yeah, John, you
So,
would be the killjoy who just
Things
says,
are
"Fuck it."
really ramping up for Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
There is confirmation that Jedi is indeed plural. That's what I had said originally.
it
we
is-
talked about
it is
that.
multiple
'cause
Jedi
Jedi
now.
is multiple Jedi. Yeah, because it was translated into other languages.
Okay.
So the translation over there, like the grammar tells us that it is intended, to possibly be more than one Jedi.
Okay.
That's the first thing. The Star Wars Celebration Weekend is this year. So this means a ton of
Is it May the
stuff.
4th?
What's that?
Is it May the 4th?
I wish, because
That's when our Star Wars recap episode will be dropping.
Dude, we're going to be in Hollywood Studios on May the 4th.
But that's not during Celebration.
I know. Celebration's like the 13th to the 16th of April, and I want to die.
Son of a titty.
It's so annoying. But anyway, a lot of things are happening this year because, it's the 40th anniversary. So there's a lot of rumors swirling around, a lot of speculation. One of them is that they're going to do a completely unaltered trilogy on Blu-ray. I
did read about that.
Yeah, for
That'd be
the
great.
anniversary.
I don't know why it took Disney this long. Like,
Well,
it was
okay.
George Lucas. He was like, me.
Well, they probably were waiting for a celebratory year, I think.
No, I think what happened is George Lucas fucked up so many of those. He fucked up with all the digital rehashes and everything that, like he always said, the problem is he just doesn't have the prints.
He's
like
full of shit.
The prints are so deteriorated that they're lost.
I smell a rat.
That's a load of crap.
Well, okay.
Considering we can let the Great Train Robbery, you can still find original print.
Think about it.
If they were improperly stored, they could have been degraded.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
That's unlikely.
Think about it. If you're George Lucas and you're a human piece of shit, like he kind of is.
Jesus.
He gave us Jar Jar Binks, okay?
Look, he kind of crapped all over his own medium, but I've heard he's actually a pretty good humanitarian. I don't know if human piece of shit, Brian.
All right, I will walk back. I'll take it back.
Man, when John wants us to roll back on something, we've gone too
we're just
far.
heading to Brian's wall now.
I will take back.
He's on Brian's wall.
I will take back what I just look at it this way. Okay? He took Star Wars. Yes, he created it. But he took it and he kind of just fucked it up.
Well, he gave us the greatest gift ever, and then he took it away.
Yes, exactly. Like, that's the worst thing you could ever do. If he was just a bad director, I could deal with that. Okay? Mm-hmm. But it's not just that. He came up with this amazing story. Mm-hmm. And with these amazing characters that have transcended, generations. Mm-hmm. To the point where, honestly, I'm sorry, but Star Wars is our myths.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the same thing. I know that in 100 years or 200 years, they're going to be talking about Star Wars as the historical documents. Okay? It's going to be like Hercules. Like, you pass down Hercules from generation to generation to generation. They're going to be learning about Star Wars 200 years from now.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean, it has staying power, and it just means so much to people,
And my problem is he goes ahead and he gives us this awesome gift, and then he just takes it and corrupts it and just rips it apart and slaps on a Hollywood blockbuster bullshit tag on top of it.
Right.
And it's horrible.
Right. Well,
so
I mean,
I'm glad that he's no longer involved because this. But my problem is this, and this is why I say he's kind of a human piece of shit. Okay, I'm going to add the word kinda in there. Okay. He's not a complete. He's just a kinda.
Yeah.
But, like, you're telling me that if fans have been wanting a original version of his film for the past 40 fucking years, and if fans have gone to their wits' end to try to recreate the original trilogy, unaltered.
Well, I mean,
he can't just like, if you're thinking money's sake, okay? If I'm thinking, like, I want to make a shit ton of money, with Star Wars, do you know how much money he'd make by just putting out the Blu-ray with the original trilogy on it?
Well, that's kind of a load of crap if you think about it, because there is no original trilogy, because we all grew up with A New Hope. The movie was never called A New Hope. The movie was called Star Wars.
That's true.
It wasn't even.
That's what I'm saying.
All the crawls in the beginning have been modified too.
Yeah.
We've never really gotten a
original cut.
We haven't seen necessarily what they had in 1977.
Right. I mean, the closest that we would have is probably the VHS copies before the special editions came out.
The 1983 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I mean, I have a box set from the 90s.
I have one that I found. I've three of them that I found at, believe it or not, it was like what the hell store was it? It was one of those video stores, like the GameStop or something like that.
Oh,
they had about three of these suckers, and they looked really old. And I was like, that's the oldest Star Wars tapes I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I looked at the back of it; they were 1983.
Oh wow!
So they were original printings.
Wow, that's awesome.
Because VHS wasn't around until around 1983. Mm-hmm. It didn't really become popular until then. So, yeah, these were original ones from that time. And they are the legit, like they say Star Wars on it. It doesn't say New Hope on it.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I mean,
But it's really
they're out
exciting that
there,
they're coming
but
out with something new. You know,
I would love
new and old, I guess, like at the same time.
There were some changes made that actually were of quality by George Lucas. You know, you think about when they go to Cloud City, they put in the special editions a lot of windows that just weren't there because they were a bunch of sets made in warehouses. And I think that's a nice addition because when they actually go down a hallway, it's not a bunch of blank, desolate little walls. You can actually see outside now.
No,
For
I
a city
get
in the
that.
clouds,
So
that
it's
makes
not
sense.
all, you know, that rapping scene in Jedi and, you know...
Right, but like Lucas has never had much of a hand for editing. You know, he kind of throws everything at everything. So it'll be nice to see the originals. Like I said,
It'll be nice.
It's part of the 40th year anniversary. I'm totally psyched. I'm going to totally nerd out, and I'll be posting probably to our Facebook and Twitter all day long from Hollywood Studios on May the 4th and Revenge of the 5th.
Revenge of the Fifth.
Ew. But the couple more things to get through. They're thinking the trailer is going to drop during Disney's celebration. So they're thinking the trailer is going to drop around that time. But there's also rumors that it may be attached to Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, jeez.
So the first trailer for The
When does
Last
Beauty and the Beast
Jedi,
come out?
I know they own-
March 17th,
Oh,
my
okay.
mom's birthday.
I know they own both, but like it just does not seem like that's the same audience. Like that doesn't seem like a good place to drop that.
For kids, dude. They're both for kids.
It's both for kids.
Star Wars is for kids. Don't
Wait,
forget,
are you saying
guys.
they're not for like 30, 40-something-year-old man beards like us?
Calm your neck beard ass down. It's for kids. That's what it is.
Star Wars is for kids, everybody.
Yeah,
that.
remember?
I don't think it's just for Nick.
Whatever. I'm almost through season 2 of Star Wars Rebels.
Brian, you have a full beard. You don't have
I'm a nerd.
I was gonna say.
So anyway, so that's like the rumor for that, and then the final bit of news for Star Wars because you know you guys want it.
Yep.
There was
want
a
it.
statement from Lucasfilm recently that said that they are not going to be using digital recreation to propel any of Carrie Fisher's storylines. That they will not be recreating her likeness with digital technology in any of the films moving forward. I heard that they are doing some reshooting in March. They've been asking for extras in both Scotland and Ireland,
Okay.
where they've been filming, and they're going to be doing some reshoots in March. Some people are speculating that it is to change either the meaning or the weight of her scenes.
Yeah.
And some people are saying that they're cutting her scenes out and they had to film something else. It's a lot in the air right now. At
I
this
hope
point.
they don't completely cut her scenes out.
I think the rumors of cutting her scenes out are totally false. I don't think they would ever do that.
I would be more content if they killed her off.
Well, they probably will off screen.
You know.
They'll probably be like, they probably shot a scene where she got on like, you know, an escape pod,
a plane
and then
or-
a ship blew
yeah.
up. They're probably just gonna not have her get off the ship. Now they'll be like, "Ah!" Those will be. I'm surprised Disney didn't just cut off her face before they like cremated her.
Oh, John, that's horrible.
Oh, we got it now.
John. Oh,
And
come
you
on.
thought I was bad for
Come
calling
on.
George
What?
a human
I
piece
would not
of
put
shit.
anything past the Walt Disney
Jesus
Corporation.
Christ, man.
I guess they're on the list too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, they've been on the list.
I think I'm just ignoring you, John. I think that at this point, you know, they're going to be paying homage to her. You know, kind of like how they did with Paul Walker in
Okay.
Fast and Furious 7.
They did
because
use
he had
digital
died
for him.
like midway through that. But they did some of his scenes and like redid them in a way that like pays tribute, I guess. I'm not familiar with the franchise. I've never seen any of the movies,
Neither
much
have I.
less 7 of them. But
Don't really
But
care.
I
Well,
was
the
reading.
eighth ones. Wait, aren't they? Isn't there 8?
They're about to do an 8th, I think,
Okay.
or it's about to come out
I
or
can't
something.
keep track. Yeah, I've
But
never seen
anyway,
any of them either.
as
Sorry.
I was saying before I was interrupted,
What?
they're going to be doing something similar. It's rumored, you know, where they're going to be, you know, homaging her
Yeah.
and kind of paying tribute to her. And, you know, had said like, basically the word from Lucasfilm was like, we can't replace Carrie, not digitally, not ever, you know? So they did make a decision, and they usually don't release information of that
Yeah.
sort, you know, about something like this, but I think they felt it was important for the public to know
That's
and,
good.
you know, for us to have that information. So I am super pumped. I really hope that the trailer's on Beauty and the Beast because I have plans to see that anyway. And there's nothing like a spanking new trailer on the big screen.
So basically, they'll only recreate somebody's face that we don't really care that much about.
Pretty much.
Is what they're saying. If it's somebody we really like,
If you happen
I
to
don't
be
know.
a fan of, you know, Peter Cushing, well, you're shit out of
Well,
luck.
that's the level of stardom to which we all must aspire. So famous that people would be pissed if they used a digital copy of us.
That's true.
That's true. So, John, did you have a news story?
Lane, I think you're already there, honestly. But
Oh, that's nice.
That level of fame.
I appreciate you. That was the nicest thing you've said to me all day.
I keep telling you should do some ASMR videos for all of our fans that want to like voice box bang you, or what was it?
The one guy
Voice
wanted
bang.
to
Voice
wanted
bang.
to voice bang you.
I appreciate that.
Voice bang was my Russian pop group, by the way. Well, apparently, as just another quick little newsy sneaky peek.
Sneaky peek.
Apparently, the a guy who apparently didn't even do enough research to learn his name, who played Rufio.
Guy who
The guy in that thing.
you know that guy who was in that movie Hook
Yeah,
with
guy
the crazy
who played Rufio,
hair.
the
Yeah,
incredibly
him.
forgettable 90s cult film Hook.
Oh, you're going to get so much shit for that.
It doesn't hold up. The movie was average when it came out, and then in hindsight, it's actually kind of a crappy movie.
Oh, come on! You mean you didn't like Glenn Close cross dressing?
That was an odd thing.
It was
wasn't
bizarre.
Or not Huey Lewis, Phil Collins as the detective.
Phil Collins was the detective, wasn't he?
Yeah, for some reason. I couldn't have gone to some up and coming actor. No, it was Phil Collins on set. Yeah, not one of Steven Spielberg's best, but our generation tends to look at it through rose-colored glasses and forgets that it wasn't really that good. I loved it as a kid, but it's
6-year-old
not really
Brian still loves Hook.
6-year-old John still loves Hook too.
Yeah.
The movie stinks. But anyways, the guy that played Rufio did a Kickstarter to do a prequel for
Okay.
Hook, which I think was what would be called Stub. No, it's called Bangarang, and they have more than gotten their budget to do a short of it. But
Okay.
they're looking, if they can get to $200,000, they're going to do a feature length film.
They've made $46,000 so far.
Holy shit!
Yeah, and their goal was 30,000, and they still have 18 more days to go.
Damn,
Yeah, they have 831 backers. And yeah, they're
that's
killing
intense.
it. Which I guess that really has its fan base. I didn't know Hook was that damn popular.
Well, it's just okay. It's nostalgia. Come on,
It's Spielberg. It's Robin Williams. And it came
It's-
out right when we were all around
Yeah.
that sweet 7 to 12 age range.
92,
What's 92?
90,
Yeah.
91, 92, the golden years.
What's that?
Can you look up Hook?
Oh, for the...
No, it came out in 91.
I think it's 90. Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think it's 91.
It was 91.
Such a nerd.
We just want to know.
Sometimes I
know
worry.
I know my movies. Okay,
All right, what did you guys say? What year?
I said 91.
Yeah, you're correct.
Bam.
Suck it, Willis Croft.
No, I said I thought it was 91 as well.
Oh, I thought you said it was
I was
92.
agreeing with him.
I was just so ready. I'm sorry.
You were ready to
One of
just
these
pounce
days.
on that shit.
But I mean, it's really cool. I mean, the project's really neat. Like the bonuses are really. I think they have like a really nice level. All the backing.
So
and
is like
stuff.
the Rufio guy gonna play himself? Even though
No,
he's older
it's about
now, or-
it's about a 13-year-old Rufio, so they're obviously going to recast.
Okay.
But as far as diversity in filmmaking looks like, I mean, I think that this is a great project.
Definitely.
The focus is, of course, on Rufio. His name's Rufus, I guess, in this part of things. And he's just like it's a coming of age story for this Filipino boy.
So it's like before he became Rufio.
Exactly.
He was
Exactly.
Rufus.
Yep. That's exactly it. And
He didn't look like George Carlin.
and his best friends.
But they don't age, though, do they? So how can he come of age? If
Well-
he's,
Well, he's not 13 in Hook, is he? Isn't he like 15, 14, 15?
yeah, but they don't age.
They don't
So he
age there.
probably aged before he came to Neverland, and this is what the story's fucking about.
Oh,
So,
So he's not in
Okay.
Neverland yet.
don't
Right.
look at me
Or it's like
that.
right
yeah,
as
so
he is.
Yeah,
he's
I-
not in Neverland yet.
yeah, dudes, I was just saying that, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what I was saying. I was about to explain, and you interrupted me again.
She was about to do some splaining.
I was about to do some explaining, but
Woman's planning.
But it's a coming of age story though, of Rufus, the Filipino boy, and then his best friends are a Latina girl and a Jamaican boy, and it's obviously about their adventures before he gets to Neverland.
Okay.
Who wants to see that though?
Everybody who loved Hook, I mean, you threw out on the online that Hook doesn't hold up. Do you know how many people were mad at you because they love that movie?
They're gonna
A lot of
burn
people
down
somewhat
our
agree with me. There were
reviews.
some people that were angry.
Listen,
about it.
they're gonna burn down our review section.
Hey man,
Which
I'm
I mean,
mad.
I would love that because that's action on our reviews.
it's true, it's true. But
you
I would
wanna-
rather good reviews.
Hulk and Space Jam
right,
don't hold
but-
up.
Let's work it out before you write a review.
Oh. I'm
Space
just-
Jam is a toilet bowl of a movie. What do you, don't give me that. Oh,
I mean, it is. You're right. It is kind of a toilet bowl of a movie, but yeah. Nostalgia, man. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. It's all nostalgia bullshit.
Well, I'll enjoy watching Rufus go to school and do his homework and stuff. The real exciting parts of Hook. That we had like before Peter went into Neverland.
Hey, before you're too much of a dick, I mean, it's been, reverse engineered so that it fits with the story. Obviously it's a passion project, but
is it a soft prequel boot?
You can't say that Dante Basco hasn't done his due diligence. I mean, this seems like a very well researched Kickstarter as far as that goes.
Has he done anything other than play Rufio?
I don't know. Probably done filmmaking stuff if that's what he's doing
He probably
now.
did some filmmaking stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think it's cool. Like I said, I'm all for anything that has the kind of diversity that this short promises.
Right.
I hope they get the funding for the full feature film. We need more stuff like this. We need more independent film.
Definitely.
We need diversity on screen. Like, I'm all for it. I am good.
Definitely. So, I think we're going to take... You got any more news? Is that it?
I'm good. I'm
good?
dry.
He was in Take the Lead.
Oh, okay. Never saw that.
He does. It looks like he does a lot of voice.
Does he do a lot of
work.
voice?
Yeah, he was in Avatar: The Last Airbender, things like that.
Who do you play in Avatar Last Airbender?
Oh, I don't know.
You're supposed to know this shit.
I don't even watch that show. I wouldn't even know who.
Oh, well, I did. I watched that show. So we're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we're going to get into our Razzie Awards special.
I miss you already.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Epicast Network show that you're listening to right now. Isn't it great?
Yeah. Come on. Thanks for listening to anything.
Exactly.
You could be listening to normal radio like a pap, and you're not. You're listening
not.
to things on a computer like a grown person right now in 2015.
My
God
name is
bless
Sean
you.
Collier. This is my co-host, Aaron Kleiber.
Mm-hmm.
We have a movie review show. It's called You Can't Handle the Truth.
It's more than that, though. We get to be fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about everything. But you know what we do? There's a lot of movie reviews in the world. But a lot of those people, they don't know you. They
Yeah.
can't relate to you.
And you know what their dreams were, like when they were in high school, was to go to NYU, and they didn't. And then they were like, I want to write for Rolling Stone. And guess what? They didn't. Now they have a blog on Tumblr.
Our dreams were to talk about movies to you. And we're living them.
We were those people that would sit around a TGI Fridays until 1 a.m. and get kicked out because we were sitting there talking about how Terminator 2 is so good. Okay, we're those guys.
And now you can get in on that action.
Get in on
Because
that action.
We go to an advanced screening and we record as soon as we walk out of the theater. We don't stop to think about it and look up what Kurosawa would have done. We're just talking about it.
And bonus, we're moderately funny comedians who've had moderate success. So,
Exactly.
I don't know. You might be in for something good.
Get that every week on You Can't Handle the Truth, a proud part of the Epicast Network.
That was good. Proud.
I think that was good.
Proud to be an American.
Listen to us now. Back to the show you chose to listen to.
And we're back. That was
Thank God you're back.
That was a message from our friends over at the Epicast Network. You can catch our show along with the many shows, including what type of shows we got? Drinking Partners.
Yep. Got
Cinema
Drinking
Psychos.
Partners. Got us.
Cinema
got
Psychos.
Professor
those are the only ones that
Buzzkill.
care
Cinema
about. Yeah.
Psychos.
Professor Buzzkill.
Professor Buzzkill, and that's what I was gonna say. But John keeps saying our name.
You just keep saying
What?
it.
He's ruining my
No,
life.
that was Brian.
No.
And then obviously
it hold up?
Obviously does it hold up? And then Sean Collier's show.
You
So-
can't handle the truth.
We've got lots to pick from on the Epicast Network. Hope you guys are enjoying it. We sure enjoy being here.
Listen to everything, but just us first.
Okay,
And, yeah,
that's fair.
But either way, you can find our show along with the many great shows from the Epicast Network at epicastnetwork.com. So that's our little plug there for those guys. So yeah, B-Movie Madness month is over. Coming right to the end. It's Oscar weekend. So
have you guys blocked off an hour for those we've lost, like the in memoriam section?
That's my favorite part.
It's
that's
going to
the
be
favorite
so
part.
long this year.
yeah, just basically be like 2016. Fuck you on the screen.
That is actually what is always my favorite part of the show. It's kind of like God's retirement list, but this year is going to be kind of
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we figured, why not talk a little bit about the other award show going on this weekend? And that would be
Nickelodeon Teen Choice Awards.
Is that another thing going on this weekend?
No, I don't know. I don't know when the hell they do that. I think it's August, actually. It's the Razzies.
Yeah, the Razzies. So, John, you're a bit of a Razzie fan.
What can I say? I enjoy bad
You're a
movies and
Razzie
anything,
aficionado.
that celebrates them in all of their glory. So the Razzies have been around since 1981.
Okay.
It was kind of started as kind of like out of a house, kind of like the way we, a lot of people do their podcasts these days.
Kind of like the way we do our podcast.
Yeah. And it was kind of just like makeshift. They had like fake microphones and fake podiums. Kind of it was just kind of because it was just for fun, but also B, they were trying to like mimic bad movies, in doing so. And the first one they had about like 30 people came, and then the next year it was 80 people, and the next year it was 200, and they started to realize they had something, and it just grew and grew and grew from there. And each year they have the same categories, the same core principal categories.
Right.
Some have come, some have stayed, but it's best. I always want to say best, but worst film, worst director, worst actor, worst actress. Things of that nature that you would see at the Academy Awards, which is kind of what they're mimicking.
I like this one they got now because I'm looking at the nominees for this year, and they have worst prequel / remake / ripoff or sequel.
Which is very necessary these days.
These days, yes. Definitely.
It's they've had quite an illustrious history over the past 30 odd years that they've been doing this. And
I was surprised to see they were covered on CNN.
Oh yeah, they're huge now.
They're not just a little rinky dink thing anymore, like some joke. Oh yeah, there's the Razzies. No, they're like a legit.
Well, it's a lot like
awards
Comic-Con.
thing. Yeah,
like the first Comic-Con was basically held in like a church basement,
by a bunch of neckbeards.
Yeah, by a bunch of neckbeards.
We love all neckbeards, by the way.
We love all you.
Except the one at the comic book shop that won't bathe. You know who you are. Other than that, we love
Or
you
the
all.
ones that are dicks to women
That-
when they try to
fuck
buy
those
comic
guys.
books.
Yeah,
Fuck
we don't
that.
like those guys.
Looking at you guys. Well, you guys know that Donald Trump won a Razzie, right?
He did.
In 1991.
What? Oh,
For best
No.
or worst supporting actor.
for
And
Home Alone 2?
Yeah, I was going to say. Was
no,
it for
it's for this. I guess it was just barely a cameo in the movie Ghosts Can't Do It, and it was worst supporting actor. No. You guys don't even. You guys don't even
Wait,
know.
wait a
This
minute,
movie
wait
is
for it.
supposedly the story of a man who kills himself and then tries to convince his wife to kill somebody so he can inhabit the dead dude's body.
That makes no sense.
Nope.
whatsoever.
And Donald Trump is in it. And the guys who run
It's going to be the greatest movie of all time.
It's going to be huge.
and the
It's gonna
guys
be
who run the
fantastic, I
Razzies
tell
are
ya.
just waiting for him to pick up his trophy. It's still like falling apart. They have it like
I don't
one
think
of them
anyone
has it in
ever
their
picks
house.
up their trophies from the Razzies. Like I know
Well, a lot of people don't, but
couple
some people do. How cool was Sandra Bullock the year that she like was handing out copies of her film and
Wasn't
she
it for,
accepted
like,
the
Miss
award?
Congeniality, too,
It
or
wasn't.
something?
No. It was
for...
interestingly enough. I got it. It was the same year she won the Oscar. It was What About Steve? Or yeah,
That's what
What
it's called, I
about
think.
Steve?
yeah, and that's what she won the Razzie for. And then the following night, she won the Oscar for God Help Us the Blind Side.
How cool! But how cool is that, though, man?
I think that's great.
That takes
yeah.
a special person.
I think
like,
more
to,
Tom Green
people should
accepted
do that.
his in person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got nothing else better to do.
Paul Verhoeven
Verhoeven?
accepted his in person.
Yeah, nothing else better to do.
So some people, they are in on the joke. Some people take it pretty personally, but you got to have a good sense of humor about it, because when you, especially as an actor, I think one year Jude Law made 57 movies in a year. Every time I turn around, there's a new Jude Law movie in theaters.
It was either him or my brain is not working today. Fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor.
They were like interchangeable.
Yeah, shame about his disease, Ewan McGregor disease. But when Jude, it's a real disease. I'm telling you, I didn't just make it
Yeah,
up.
in Batman and Robin.
But yeah,
McGregor's.
that's McGregor's syndrome.
yeah.
Yeah.
My point being, you can't make 57 movies a year like Jude Law, and one of them is bound to be.
It's got to be a turd.
It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one's surprised by what's been nominated. I mean, Zoolander 2 this year is leading them with the most nominations, followed by Batman v Superman.
I was gonna say, yeah. Well, what are you
You
doing?
are so gross, John. He just
Did that
swallowed.
work?
He just swallowed water.
I heard something.
He just swallowed water, guys. It's all right.
Old George Carlin routine.
Don't
there.
be worried. Don't be worried.
But yeah,
Or be worried.
So here
It's
are
okay.
worst actor, worst actress, worst supporting actor, worst supporting actress, all from 1980 and on. They say when they say 1980, the first award ceremony was in 1981 in honor of movies from 1980. Worst screen combo was 94 to present. Worst screenplay was from the beginning. Worst director, worst picture from the beginning. Worst prequel, remake, ripoff, and sequel, which Brian has mentioned, was 94 to present. They didn't do it in 96 and 99 for some reason.
They do that award?
Yeah, not those years.
Maybe there wasn't enough that was a ripoff.
There's
Razzie
there's
Redeemer
always
Award,
enough.
2014 to present. Worst original song, worst new star, and worst musical score, and worst visual effects have all been retired.
Yeah, and did you say the worst on-screen combo? That's one
still
of them.
there.
That's still there. That's one of them now this year.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a cool way to kind of subvert culture when, especially we're during a time of the year where people are just so self-congratulatory.
Yeah.
I think that the fanfare over the Oscars is something that it's so easy to buy into, and I'm guilty. I mean, I will have lots of adult beverages, and I'll start watching the red carpet coverage, and I have a really hard time sometimes with that about myself because I love that stuff, but I can still be an informed, politically aware citizen of the world and still like to look at the dresses. They are not mutually exclusive, but there's a lot surrounding the celebration, as it were, that I don't like. There's a lot of stuff about it I don't like.
Personally, I haven't watched the Oscars in years.
And we watch it every year.
Like, I know you guys watch
John
it.
and I
You
celebrate
guys,
privately.
You guys
We
have
watch it
fun
on
like
with
it's a
it.
religious holiday.
I was going to say, you guys have fun with it. You I know, John, you're live tweeting it this year, aren't you?
He's live tweeting. That's what really started you in wanting a Twitter was last year, because I was live tweeting the Oscars and you were jealous.
Yeah, so I imagine...
Not of my tweets, just he wanted to
I imagine
do it,
maybe, John, you might want to use the Psycho Show Twitter this year.
Oh, Twitter takeover?
Live tweet that shit. What do
Twitter
you think?
takeover. I like it.
I mean, I am trying to build up my own Twitter. Maybe I could do both simultaneously.
That would be crazy.
Well, I don't give a shit about my Twitter. I'll take over the
You wanna do
Cinema
that?
Psychos Twitter. I
Okay.
got you.
Are you going to do my tweets then?
Well, no, I'll talk about
What?
dresses and shit.
Dresses and
No,
shit.
just kidding.
Either way.
I'll use
now I'm
my
insecure
own.
about it.
I'll use my own for the red carpet, but I'll switch over for the show
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
I'm actually. That reminds me. I got to pick up a bottle of alcohol tomorrow, just in case I don't
Well, 'cause
win
you
like
guys-
usual.
You guys
Look to your
developed
left.
that Oscar drinking game, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm nervous. Got in my own head about it because John and I went and we saw the animated shorts, and I usually
they
don't
good?
see any of them. Yeah, some of them were great.
Yeah.
And I usually don't see them, and now I'm like, what do I think's gonna win? I don't know. Usually I'm so good at guessing when I'm going in without any knowledge, but now that I've seen them, I'm like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't want to lose to John. It's this
Did you see
aversion I have.
the Honest Trailers take on the
Yes.
Oscars this year?
Ooh, John loves honest trailers.
Oh
I didn't
my
see it.
God,
Watched that twice
I
now.
cracked the fuck up because it's almost like what we were talking about when we did our Oscar preview put into a trailer form.
Oh, that's awesome.
Including the La La Land, basically, Hollywood loving itself so much.
Yeah. Well, and you saw that thing on, did you see the skit on SNL where it was a takeoff on being in the interrogation room, and the guy's crime was that he didn't really like it that much. He thought it was good, but he didn't think it was great. And they scream at him and stuff. I feel that way. I feel
we
like
kind
everybody
of felt that way regarding La La Land.
I
We were
know.
kinda
I didn't really love it. It was
all
It was
right.
fine, but meh.
But I mean,
I don't know.
Well, and I mean, isn't that what the Razzies is all about? It's not just honoring or dishonoring bad films. It's almost kind of in a satirical way mocking the pageantry of
yeah,
this
pageantry. That's a great word
absurdity,
for it.
This carnival sideshow
Yeah.
that is the Oscars. Watching Leonardo DiCaprio just wins with his fingers held so tightly and his butt clenched that about to crack a walnut because he wants to win a little gold statue to justify his existence. Let it be me this year, please.
Oh man, I was so worried we'd go an episode without you sticking it to Leonardo.
those
That's not
awards
really
only
sticking
cost
it to him. It's
$11 to make, right?
Dude,
Really?
Oh yeah, no, I'm not kidding. The Oscar statuettes.
Yeah.
quite
They're actually
literally-
made of chocolate,
They're,
aren't they?
they're not. They only cost $11 to make.
are you serious? I thought there was real metal in them because they're surprisingly.
I don't think
what
they're-
makes them so heavy? They're heavy, right?
Right, but I mean, it could be anything.
guess it could be cement.
It could be cement. It could be, but they're not that expensive.
What
And
did
also
I say
that-
about DiCaprio? What
You
was
just
about
gave him that shitty voice.
You did.
You always give him that shitty voice.
He's like a little boy. Like he went to the Zoltar
He's like a
machine
little boy.
and said, "I want to be a giant.
I wanna be
little
big.
boy. Like I don't want to be big. Like I don't want to become an adult. I want to become a giant.
I just wanna be
little
big."
kid."
And you're still wondering why you...
Okay, that was kind of a dick. thing
Yeah,
to say.
you're a big dick. Okay. Anyway, so
Thanks
some
for
of the...
saying I have a big dick.
No, that's not what I said at all.
Brian, recut that so she says you have a big dick.
You have a big dick.
Big dick.
Yeah, so
Well,
Razzies.
A lot of the stuff that's nominated, I don't think is a big surprise. Now, do you want to run down the worst movie selections?
I'll
we can
run down worst movie.
totally dig into that.
Yeah, so let's start with
Before you run them down, I'm just ashamed to say I've seen half of them.
Oh yeah, you were
we've all-
upset when we
we've all
talked
seen
earlier.
half. The only one I haven't seen is the Hillary's America one,
Which
'Cause
I
don't
heard
watch. I
is-
don't watch bullshit.
It's insanely propagandic.
I'd rather watch Zoolander 2 instead of watch that bullshit. But either way, so the awards, the nominees are Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, Dirty Grandpa, Gods of Egypt, Hillary's America: The Secret of the Democratic Party, Independence Day: Regurgitation, Resurgence, and Zoolander 2. So, worst picture. Which ones do you guys think is going to win?
It's Batman v Superman. It's gonna.
You really think?
And how did like Suicide Squad not get nominated?
right?
I was kind of surprised
I
by
was
that too.
very-
It really
surprised.
should have replaced Dirty Grandpa.
I don't know. Did you guys see Gods of Egypt?
No, but I think it was.
I
Just
did. It's pretty fucking terrible.
awful. Just handled terribly.
It's- It's like they-
Hollywood whitewashing at its
well,
finest.
yeah,
Go fuck his sales.
exactly. I don't know. Like, I think it's going to be a choice between Batman v Superman and Zoolander 2.
Really? I'm on team Batman v Superman. That was
gotta
the
think-
worst movie I've ever fucking seen.
Well, the thing is, you can't even look at. It's just like with the Oscars. You can't think with the Oscars. Don't pick what you think is the best movie. Pick what you think.
You pick
is
what
gonna
you
win.
think is going to win. Yeah.
And the thing is, it's not. It might very well be the worst movie on this list, but it's also the most acclaimed failure, and it's Batman v Superman. It's easily gonna win.
I think if we're going on strictly hype to fail ratio,
yeah.
then absolutely Batman v Superman takes the cake.
I agree. Oh, but man, fucking Independence Day was really bad.
That was
too,
really
you guys.
bad.
That movie's inexcusably bad. That's my pick.
Yeah, well, guys, do you remember like with the bunker and shit, like how cheap that looked?
Yeah.
That was bad. Maybe it'll be one of those years where worst
Remember
film
when
and
they
worst director
thought-
are different.
Remember when they were like, "Oh, let's just go ahead and have a giant fucking alien," and that's cool,
Yeah.
and giant fucking alien ball that's there to help you out, and let's shoot the ball down. Why are we shooting just the ball? That's not at all related to the aliens that attacked us. Yeah, that sort of shit. I'm looking at you, Selma Ward. You're still the worst fucking president
Dude,
ever.
she was nominated for a Razzie.
Okay, because she's terrible.
It was bad.
So,
like
Elaine, you're going to say...
now I'm torn because both of those movies are. I'm gonna say Batman v Superman
Okay.
because, like you said, the fail ratio really is high.
I'm kind of...
nobody thought Independence
you guys
Day,
kind
the
of
Deuce
talked
was gonna
me
be good.
into the Batman v Superman
Yeah.
camp. So I, too, think Batman v Superman, Dawn of Crap, is going to be the winner of Worst Picture.
I mean, that movie was just so terrible.
Remember, guys, the full title is Warner Brothers DC Comics Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Crap.
Dawn of
John, what do you think is going to win? Are you in Camp Batman?
BVS, yeah. I mean, I started this.
BVS. Okay.
And it just, it failed on so many levels just because a lot of the performances were really terrible and the script was a joke.
It was just everything. And it was just a giant train wreck designed to fucking fail.
Yeah.
It was an attempt by DC and Warner Brothers to try to be Marvel. But they can't be Marvel because Marvel is only Marvel. That's what it comes down to. And that's why, I see this with every superhero thing, and DC's really got it on TV. Like, that's where their
Oh my
strength
gosh.
is at.
All the stuff that they're doing
all
on
the
TV
Greg
right now
Berlanti
is amazing.
stuff, all the
It's
Greg
great.
Berlanti is fantastic, and they do that by building up the character first, okay, and then introducing it as a crossover.
Well, about Batman v Superman, and as I was saying to Elaine in the 10 minutes that we block off a week to speak to each other, and only 10.
It's like, hello, wife, hello, husband.
What shall we discuss?
How about this weather we're having? The problem with Batman v Superman is it 100% Zack Snyder. The guy comes from being from music videos. He's a music video director, and the biggest problem, as I was saying to Lane, was that he shoots moments, not scenes, and that is the inherent problem with the movie. Like, I mean, he makes a fantastic trailer. Like, because like all those moments are in the trailer. You're like, wow, look at that shot. Oh, look at that. Like, oh, look at the way they frame that. But that's all it is. It's just beautiful.
Well, that's the
rendered
that's
moments.
The thing is a director, a good director, should be looking at every single scene and asking him or herself, what is this scene accomplishing? What's the goal of this scene? Okay, and how does that scene then fit and propel the narrative forward? That's honestly what every director should be asking themselves. Not necessarily, oh, this looks cool. And that's the problem with Batman v Superman, is the majority of the movie is, oh, this looks cool. Oh, this looks cool. What? Like, there was no need to put fucking Doomsday in that movie.
No, and it was absurd when they did.
Even if you're just purely looking at a Hollywood reasoning for that, they could have done a 2 or 3 picture thing with Doomsday and made a hell of a lot more money.
Yeah.
Like, for us fans, we didn't like having him in there, but the studio shouldn't have even done it for their own sake.
Exactly.
Yeah. But that's the problem, is that Zack Snyder basically, as you said, John, you made it, it's a fantastic point. He's filming moments, he's not filming scenes.
Because he's a music video
director. Because he's a music video director.
Which are moments, not scenes.
Well, and I think that's evident, too, in his handling of the actor.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jesse Eisenberg was absolutely terrible in that. I mean, he was so bad in that movie. Now, he's up for worst supporting actor. Now, I think it's going to go to Jared Leto, personally.
It has to.
We haven't gotten to that one yet.
Yeah, so, I mean, but that's just, I'm just thinking about, like, how the performances kind of, like, in movies can fail. And, like, it should be Jesse Eisenberg that wins it. I don't think it will be, but it should be, because he's just fucking terrible in that.
Do we want to jump there to worst supporting actor?
Oh, you don't want to do director?
You want to save director for last? Like, transition.
That's a good transition. Yeah, let's do
what I can.
Worst supporting actor.
Jared Leto is inexcusably awful in Suicide Squad. Where you look at like how Will Smith was average and Margot Robbie was just a little bit below average, and all the other actors were average to slightly above average.
Yeah,
Jared
even Viola
Leto,
Davis wasn't good in that.
But she's good in anything.
I know.
Usually.
Usually she just shits Oscar trophies.
She's like Kate
amazing.
Blanchett and Meryl Streep and
She's
Jack
amazing.
Nicholson. Yeah,
she's amazing.
Great performances, but not in that one. But Jared Leto's performance is laughably bad. Like,
no, I don't know. Like, there's
so
the other supporting actors we have on here. Do you want me to run down the nominees?
I'm the only one in the room, I believe, Brian, unless you did see it. Snowden.
I didn't see it.
I saw
didn't either.
Snowden. Oliver Stone is my favorite director. So there you go. Internets. So I saw Snowden. It wasn't that great of a
Nicolas
movie.
Cage for Snowden.
I think Oliver Stone should pack it up. Quentin Tarantino once said that filmmaking is a young man's game, and I don't know if Oliver Stone's heart is.
I don't know if I buy that one. Irving Kershner was pretty old when he made Empire Strikes Back.
Other than, one example for Irving Kershner, but other than Martin Scorsese, can you tell me a director that's gotten better with age? Okay, maybe Hitchcock. I buy that.
I didn't know there was going to be a quiz. I'm mad.
But
anyways, was Nicolas Cage, getting back to the point, was Nicolas Cage bad in Snowden?
No, and the thing is,
he was just kind of forgettable, right?
Usually, hysterically funny in his absurd performances. He was, I'd say just forgettable in the movie. He wasn't on camera that long. And him and Oliver Stone are buddies, so he agreed to do this really small part that was really kind of an underwhelming minor performance. I don't know if he really deserves being on this list, other than probably the people who were on the Razzies were like, oh, let's put Nicolas Cage in there because he's funny, because he's such an outrageous bad actor. Let's throw him in there.
Terrible.
Yeah,
but you also have Johnny Depp for Alice Through the Looking Glass. Jesse Eisenberg, as we mentioned, for Batman v Superman.
Will Ferrell's
Dawn
on
of
the
Shit.
list too.
Will Ferrell as Jacoby Mugatu.
which
and
I don't know. Owen Wilson should be on this.
yeah,
more than
well
Will Ferrell.
he is on
He
this.
is.
Yeah, he's on
Or,
this.
He's on-
excuse me. Yeah,
Yeah, he's on
Hansel.
it.
Yeah, Hansel's on this.
I guess what I meant to say was that he should be the only one from that, because I don't know.
That's Will Ferrell's shtick.
Yeah, Mugatu. He played the same version of that
Exactly.
character from the first one. He did what he could with it, as Will Ferrell usually does.
Yeah.
But
So pick for worst supporting actor. I think we all kind of have consensus is Jared Leto. Because that's what I think. I think it's either Leto or it's going to be Eisenberg.
I think it's gonna be Leto, but it should be Eisenberg.
I think it's going to be Jesse Eisenberg, but it should be Leto.
Oh, interesting. 2 against 1.
And I'm glad that he failed that Joker performance, because doesn't Jared Leto seem like a dick?
Well, all of his stupid method shit,
condoms
Yeah,
I
that
think he was
stuff
just being a
is
douche because
just
he likes
stupid.
being a douche. I mean, I think he saw other people who did something great with the role. Like how Heath Ledger stayed alone and wrote all those journals and stuff. I think Jared Leto just wanted to seem deep, and so he just was an asshole to fucking everybody.
yeah.
And everybody on that set hated him.
Well, I mean, the thing is, he didn't do it for method. He did it for publicity. That's what it
Attention.
was. It was attention. It was, I'm going to go ahead and make it seem like my performance is really raw and gross and all that sort of shit. So I'm going to go, send used condoms to people or a dead pig and all that other crap. That, excuse me, that doesn't make you a good actor. That just makes you a fucking asshole. So
It's true, and I'm glad that he did get nominated for a Razzie in this case, because I bet it drove him fucking crazy, and that makes me really happy.
There are much better, by the way, edible arrangements than dead pigs and condoms.
there are.
That's you got to scroll to the bottom to
Yeah.
find that one. It's the cheapest one though.
So worst actor. So we talked about worst supporting. Let's go to worst actor. We have Ben Affleck for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Shit.
Which I think people are finally coming to their senses on that and realizing
think they are.
he wasn't very good in that.
Gerard Butler for Gods of Egypt and London Has Fallen.
How does
He's
Gerard
a
Butler
twofer.
get work?
He's a twofer.
Is it that abs? I mean, there are plenty of abs in Hollywood.
Yeah,
you know? I don't know how he keeps
What I
getting work.
don't get is okay, he didn't want to be in 300, the sequel to it.
Oh, he's too good for it.
He's too good for it. So he's
Would it
in
be
Gods of fucking
301?
Egypt.
What's the name of the sequel? Please tell me it's 301.
Oh no, it was I don't know. It was 300. I'd have to look it up on IMDb. It was stupid.
It was 300 and then some,
Honestly, the only positive things about it was Ava Green,
Fair.
full nudity.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Hello, mama.
You just never run out of batteries, do you?
You didn't know that our co-host was a Looney Tunes character, did you?
Oh, I knew. I live with them. I knew. I
So
knew.
getting back to the nominees, Henry Cavill for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Bullshit, Robert De Niro
That's not
for Dirty Grandpa, Dinesh D'Souza.
Nailed
for-
it, by the way. Good
Is
job.
that actually it?
Yeah.
For Hillary's America, the secret history of the Democratic Party, as himself, and of course Ben Stiller as Zoolander 2, Electric Boogaloo. Yeah, so that's a tough one.
Once again, I think they're going to go with Henry Cavill because he has the most notoriety here.
I don't know. I mean, Ben Affleck had the whole Martha shit. Why did you say that name? Why did you say that name?
Elaine,
Martha.
Elaine, do it.
Why do you say her name?
See, that's more Bale. That's more Christian
It
Bale.
is.
Why did you say her name?
I can't do it bad like Affleck.
We're
I'm sorry.
peeking like shit, by the way.
That's all right. It's all right. Hopefully, headphones,
All right, we'll
guys.
just do it all on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Why did you say her name?
Yeah, mine's more like Christian Bale.
Yours is more Bale. So
That's what he should have gone with.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna go to Ben Affleck.
He's trying to squirm out of
worse than Henry Cavill in that movie. Nothing's worse than Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill's so pretty though.
Oh, he's a handsome lad and fit to boot, but that's
So fit.
does not a great actor make.
You like that scene where he got in the bathtub, didn't
Such
you?
a nice ass. What? I'm
like
sorry. I just blacked out for a second. What's going on?
I love that scene in the bathtub. It's how Zack Snyder's like, this is how real people have real feelings.
That's right, because real people just wear clothes and walk into the bathtub.
It's romantic.
It's romantic.
That's what society told me was romantic.
Why is Amy Adams in this movie?
She clearly had better things to do.
She's like, okay, so Amy, we need you to go ahead and basically hold this fucking spear and basically get rid of the spear, bring the spear back.
Zach, I'm only going to be here for like 4 days, right? Yes, Amy. Okay.
Yes, Amy. I gotta go film Arrival.
She's cool.
I need paid up front.
I bet she wasn't a brat about it. I like her. She seems cool.
So, yeah, I'm going with Ben Affleck, but what do you guys think?
Well, Ben Affleck is trying to squirm out of like future
I heard about that.
bat endeavors.
He doesn't like people picking on him.
Yeah,
he's very insecure that
He is
way.
very.
I want to be liked.
I want to be everyone's favorite.
To his credit, I did see The Accountant, and he was really good in that.
Was it? It looked good. That looked
It's
really good.
really
Who's in
good.
that with him? Is that Anna Kendrick?
Yes.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
That movie looked
really,
good.
He's like a badass.
Ooh.
He's a badass accountant who
Movie
just
looks-
like
it looked
assassins
really cool.
people and shit.
It did look cool.
It's really good. Good flick.
Nice. Well, I mean,
so
and
yeah,
I've liked him as a director in the past, but I mean,
I liked him in Argo.
It's a fucking terrible
Even though
Batman.
apparently Argo was mostly a Canadian mission. Have you
Yeah, I'm
guys
talking
heard
about the
that?
movie.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like the movie just totally just made it all about America when it was mostly about Canadians.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks a lot, Ben Affleck.
you know,
But
it was a good movie.
I hope for everything holy, one of our greatest actors of the 20th century does not win a Razzie, and that is Robert De Niro. Please don't give it to Robert De Niro.
for Dirty Grandpa.
Yeah, that
well,
would
you know
be-
what?
He really had some gambling debts or something, and that's
you
why
know,
he did
John,
it.
when you make bad choices, there's consequences. So maybe he deserves that Razzie for making a bad choice.
No,
he made a bad choice.
He was Jake LaMotta in Raging Bull.
He made a bad choice.
Yeah, but look at what's his face, Tony Montana. You know,
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino. He went ahead and he was
What are you
in.
trying to say about Al?
He was in Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill.
Oh, he
You remember
really
that?
was.
That
He
that
really
movie
was.
where Adam Sandler had the titties. Was I in that? Dunkin' Donuts?
Hoo-ah.
The new Al Cappuccino. I had to pay off my handler fast.
And this is what happens in Hollywood, guys. Like,
But
they make bad choices,
I'm
and
just
maybe you
saying,
get a Razzie because of those
he
bad
needed-
choices.
I think Robert De Niro needed rent money. I think the same thing
I
with Al
guess.
Pacino. He needed rent money.
He needed something.
So-
I hope it
so-
wasn't just like, this looks like fun.
So you guys both think Henry Cavill?
No, I never said Henry Cavill.
Who
I
do you
said
think,
Ben
Elena?
Affleck.
Ben Affleck? Okay.
2 Bens and a Henry.
2 Bens and a Henry. So next up, we have Worst Actress.
And it's quite the smattering of people.
Definitely.
A little bit of franchise stuff. I
Yeah.
saw Shailene Woodley's on there. Do you want to give us the
Yeah,
whole
I'll give
list?
us the. And your nominees are for Worst Actress, Megan Fox
Somebody's
for
jerking
Teenage
off to this
Mutant.
right
I
now.
know they are. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Out of the Shadows as April O'Neil. Tyler Perry for Boo, a Medea Halloween.
I love that he's nominated for Worst Actress.
Julia Roberts for Mother's Day. Rebecca Turner for Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party.
Who spells Rebecca that way?
Weirdos, as Hillary Clinton. Naomi Watts for the Divergent series, Allegiant, and Shut In. Shailene Woodley for the Divergent series, Allegiant, as Beatrice Triss Pryor.
Remember when we watched the first one, John, and we almost fell asleep?
Yeah,
The first Divergent
yeah,
movie?
it was-
I can
it was
only
terrible.
imagine they got worse over
In
time.
fairness to our audience, we went to the drive-in, and it was the second of a double feature. First was Winter Soldier, and then it was Divergent.
So it's like, you got to stick through one.
I mean, yeah, you know.
You don't want to be that asshole who goes ahead and leaves after the first feature.
We should have been in the midst of sticky fumblings by that point, but you know, we for some reason weren't.
God damn it, Wollscroft. What's wrong with you?
You
What,
sticky fumble in the drive-in?
Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah,
like
when
you
you're,
go
like,
and like make
16.
smoochy things.
I was
or
going to
whatever?
say when you're 16 and
You're
it's
16 and you're like a
1955.
walking hormone. Like, we've been married for like 5 years at this point.
I was gonna be like,
give each other oil.
I was gonna be
checks
like, wait a
and
minute,
smack
you mean you can't get your sticky fumbling in the house?
John's really weird about it in the house. He doesn't like to do anything like indoors.
I told you we only talk for
Okay.
10 minutes a week. When are we
That's
supposed
right.
to fit in sex? I mean, I need a solid 3 minutes for that.
So, what? On that note, what picks do you guys?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox, yeah.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. I mean, it goes without saying.
But you know what? When she's that pretty, I hope she just keeps working.
She does.
Just keep pumping out the movie so I can see the trailers with you walking around in short girl skirts, like
Short girl skirts?
Schoolgirl.
Is that different from
Schoolgirl.
like short boy skirts?
I enjoy short
Schoolgirl
boy
shirts.
skirts. A man in a kilt is a beautiful thing,
Yeah.
right? There's a video going around on the internet now of kilted yoga, and it is okay with me.
Kilted yoga. I think I saw that.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
But it would be awesome if Tyler Perry won, because you know he'd be so offended.
You'd be like, oh my
You wouldn't be
lord.
cool about it?
Oh my lord.
Is he cool?
Nerd.
Do we think he's cool? I don't even know.
No, he's
No.
a piece of crap.
Do we think he's a jerk? A
Yeah.
jerk pants?
How many Medea movies is it now? Is he matching the
I-
Fast and Furious? Has he made 8 or 9?
Here's the
Medea
thing.
movies?
They make money though.
Oh, hand over fist.
That's the crazy thing about it. It's like it quite literally is the crappiest films out there,
When
and
you
he
have a
keeps making
familiar
money.
character like that, I think that's something that people do
You know
go
what they're
back
kind
to.
I
of
have a
like?
theory.
They're kind of like the Ernest movies.
Damn it! I was just about to say that. You took my
Sorry.
complete letter. Yeah, no. Medea is the black Ernest, and Ernest is the white Medea. You know, it's the black people just look at Ernest and go like, "What?
What don't you? Why do you like him so much?
Yeah, why
It's
do you like Ernest?
Because it's fucking
And white
Ernest.
people are like, cause he's hilarious. You know, and then Medea comes on. White people are like, why do you like this? Because she's hilarious, man. You know, so.
Wow,
Yeah.
so John just broke that down for all of us here on the
Yep.
Cinema Psycho show. All right.
I mean, he's not wrong.
So you guys think Tyler Perry would be mad? I would think it was funny if it was me.
Tyler Perry seems like he takes himself very seriously for a guy that dresses up like an old woman all the time.
I would go and I would accept the Razzie. Would you guys accept the Razzie?
Oh
Of
yeah.
course I would.
I'd be prouder of the Razzie
Hey.
than anything else.
Hey, I want any award given,
Right.
even if it's for shit. Films.
Even if it's for like the failure of my
it's
life.
like you failed. Okay,
But
that's
I got
cool.
a trophy.
I got exactly. Did I get a trophy? Okay, that's all that matters.
So what other main categories are
Okay,
there, guys?
well, we got worst supporting actress, and your nominees for worst supporting actress are Julianne Hough for Dirty Grandpa, Kate Hudson for Mother's Day,
Grandpa just makes me giggle.
Aubrey Plaza for Dirty Grandpa, Jane Seymour for 50 Shades of Black, Celia Ward for Independence Day Resurgence, and Kristen Wiig for Zoolander 2.
Boy, this one's a toughie.
It is a toughie.
That is tough. My own hatred goes towards Celia Ward for Independence Day.
Ooh, she was real bad in
She
that.
was the
And
worst
I really
president
like her.
I've ever seen.
I really like her, but she just like was not good.
I'm talking, of course, of fictional presidents.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not talking of
no,
real
no.
presidents.
Fictional presidents.
We're already in that. So,
It's fine.
although I would say, if I could swap out Trump for Celia Ward, I'd take it.
Well, they're both nominated for a Razzie, so
I know, but I'm just saying if I could exchange movie universes
Yeah.
presidents with, the one we got, and I had to pick the worst of the worst, I would probably pick Celia Ward instead of Trump.
I would maybe even take my chances with the aliens.
You take your chances with the aliens?
I almost. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Like
with Celia
if
Ward,
you're swapping.
With Celia Ward, you're guaranteed that you're going to get an alien invasion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
because,
If you swap,
she's
like
kind of an
aliens are
idiot.
probably coming.
So, yeah.
I don't know.
John, what do you think?
I don't know.
I'm gonna just go with Kate Hudson. I didn't see a second of Mother's Day.
Neither
but
did I.
She's
Yeah.
like the worst actor of her generation, so I'm just gonna say it's
Worst
her.
actor of her generation.
She's horrible. Well, there's a reason she's making like butt pants now. Some
She's
yoga
making butt
work.
pants?
She has an athleisure line.
Yeah,
John forgot his words as usual.
she was like, I suck. I better make some workout clothes. Because the only reason I'm in movies is because my body is really good. So,
I didn't know Kate Hudson was Megan Fox.
She's very fit, Kate Hudson.
Yeah.
Like fit's the word. Like you can
Toy.
tell she does like
Toy, like a
yoga
tiger?
all the time. Yeah.
Okay. Lane, what do you think?
I'm torn. Something in my gut is saying that maybe Julianne Hough will get it because I don't think she's like a great actress, but she seems really sweet. So like, I hate to say that. She seems like a very nice person, but she doesn't strike me as a very good actress. She was like okay in Grease Live, but I mean, that girl can dance like the wind. Oh my Lord. She's amazing, you know? So I don't know. Something in my gut says her. I don't know.
It's a toughie.
It is a toughie. It's really tough. I don't know, but possibly they would maybe give it to, I would say, Kristen Wiig too. You know, for being in that. You know, because I mean, just that whole
no
movie's
Ghostbusters on here.
rough.
I was gonna say.
Oh, they didn't want that shit.
I was gonna say, didn't see Ghostbusters.
I don't think the Ghostbusters movie was Razzie bad.
Kristen Wiig was the only one I would say was awful in it.
Maybe,
Melissa
but that was a
McCarthy-
writing failure, not an acting failure.
No, I think it was an acting failure because the rest of them played themselves. Like Melissa McCarthy played the characters that she usually plays. Leslie Jones played Leslie Jones. You know, and Kate McKinnon was actually fairly decent.
I liked her.
Kate McKinnon was great in that.
So
I
I would say Kristen Wiig. Yeah, she's very, very funny in like a skit format. Kristen Wiig is, but she is not a good actress.
Yeah.
She can't carry a movie.
I'm gonna vote Kristen Wiig on this one.
Okay.
I got Kristen Wiig.
All right.
I can't wait to see who's right, you guys. This is gonna be
I was
fun.
going to say, okay, so next category is worst screen combo. Dun, 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 dun.
It sounds like we're playing Street Fighter now.
Yeah, I know. So, for worst screen combo, you have the nominees are Ben Affleck and his BFF, baddest foe forever, Henry Cavill in Batman v Superman, Dawn of motherfucking shit. Then, any two Egyptian gods or mortals in Gods of Egypt. Johnny Depp in his vomitously vibrant costume in Alice Through the Looking Glass. The entire cast of once respected actors in Collateral Beauty. Tyler Perry in the same old worn-out wig in Boo, a Medea Halloween. Ben Stiller and his BFF, barely funny friend, Owen Wilson in Zoolander 2. Those are your nominees. So,
well, I'm going to say that.
Yeah, John, you want to start?
Yeah, I'm going to say Johnny Depp will not win because he can't. They know he can't show up because he'd have to pull his fist out of his wife's mouth.
Well, I don't know if they necessarily go based off of if the person's going to show up or not.
I know. I just wanted to.
He just wanted to stick it to Johnny, and that's fair. I don't know. I would.
That's fair.
I would hope that because this is subversive to the culture of Hollywood, I would hope that they wouldn't give him the award because he's been in so much trouble.
Yeah,
I don't think
they don't want to kind of like.
My pick is
fan
Batman
of
v
Flames.
Superman.
Mine too.
Affleck, Cavill.
Yeah, it depends. Like
Bavel, if you will.
Here's the thing. Like I would kind of say, maybe Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson.
I don't know
Because they're just stupid together.
I don't know because like.
Well, they one time did it.
Do they want
they
stupid
one time
together,
did it well
or do they
together.
want terrible?
That's what I'm saying. The first Zoolander wasn't a disaster.
No, it wasn't. It was funny.
You know, so I think I'm with John on this one. I think it's Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill.
Okay, I'm gonna go opposite and just do Ben Stiller and
Okay.
Owen Wilson in Zoolander 2.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm glad we're not putting any alcohol wagers on this.
No, there will be no alcohol wagers. All right, so next up we have worst screenplay. Dun, 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 dun. And the nominees are Batman v Superman, Dawn of Motherfucking Shit 2, Electric Boogaloo, Dirty Grandpa, Gods of Egypt, Hillary's America, The Secret History of the Democratic Party, Independence Day Regurgitation, also known as Resurgence, and Suicide Squad.
I think this is the most time that Dirty Grandpa has ever been mentioned on any podcast ever.
Probably.
So you're welcome, Zach Efron.
SEO that shit. Make sure it's in our like comments.
That's right. I am gonna go worst screenplay. Shit. I haven't seen Dirty Grandpa, so I can't really say. But I have a feeling that one is probably pretty terrible. Or Hillary's America.
I mean, it's weird that is a screenplay when even. I mean,
isn't it like a
it's
documentary?
It's a scam documentary.
Okay.
But the thing is, like, obviously, you know, anybody can happily say, and they'd be right, it's not a real documentary because all it is propaganda.
Yeah.
Nazi-esque propaganda, but...
No, it's not Nazi. It's Nazis.
Yeah, it's Nazi propaganda.
It's Nazi
yeah.
propaganda.
But the thing is, it pretends to be a documentary, so I don't know.
I
how
just have a feeling that Hillary's America has to win one of these suckers. You know,
it should win them all. But
yeah.
Well, the thing is, my heart says Independence Day regurgitation, but I think Batman v Superman.
I don't think it will. I really don't. I think it's cleaned up. Like it's a matter of, okay, are the awards going to clean up all of them? Like is Batman v Superman just going to take over all of those?
I don't think it
Razzies
will.
do that quite a bit.
They do?
Yeah, I own a book on the Razzies. And they break down just about every year, and usually one thing sweeps the awards.
Oh, really?
Showgirls sweeped it. Like movies that are
but Showgirls was like real bad.
Is Showgirls really that much worse than Batman v Superman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would rather watch Showgirls than Independence Day regurgitation.
You're just saying that because they're naked ladies.
Would you rather watch Batman v Superman or Independence Day regurgitation?
Oh, Batman v Superman.
So maybe that's not the worst screenplay.
Are you okay? Well, it ends up becoming this. Are you watching that movie because it's a terrible screenplay?
Oh, you just got meta as shit.
I will say this.
Boom! Mind blown.
Sometimes bad can be good. And
Yeah,
Batman
like
v
Troll 2.
Superman is more entertainingly bad than Independence Day, which is just kind of boring and awful. So I do think that Batman v Superman is more of a failure and more likely to win. Although I would say Independence Day in my heart, but I think they'll want to give it kind of a sweep and also say it was more of a failure, like on a bigger scale. And Batman v Superman will take the award for that reason.
I could see that. I could see
Okay.
that. That being said, see, I'm torn because Suicide Squad's finally in this category.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like Suicide Squad's failure was in the shitty, choppy editing.
Not necessarily screenplay.
Exactly. So I'm torn because,
Yeah.
like, I kind of want to. And I definitely want to see it get something because it was fucking terrible. But I'm gonna say Independence Day because that movie was about aliens and it was fucking boring.
I'm actually gonna go completely 180 on this because we haven't really talked about Dirty Grandpa. I'm gonna say Dirty Grandpa, and I say that because I'm just looking now at the poster for it.
Oh yeah, it doesn't.
Have you seen the poster for this
Yeah,
shit?
it doesn't look good, guys.
Look at that
I mean,
shit.
this movie looks like garbage.
Let me guess, Zac Efron shirtless.
Zac Efron and
Hot,
Robert De Niro
salted garbage.
shirtless. So I'm gonna say Dirty Grandpa because it's got to win one. It's kind of the way I'm looking at it. Okay, next up,
De Niro
we
just
have-
wins it and kills himself.
No.
Hey, no, he needed money. Okay, it's okay.
We forgive you,
We
Robert.
forgive you.
A little bit.
Okay, so we've got next up worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel.
Okay.
The nominees are
So ready.
Alice Through the Looking Glass, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Motherfucking Shit, 50 Shades of Black, Independence Day Regurgitation. I'm sorry, 50 Shades of Black, that just makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't. Black is black. If there's any other shades of it, it's because there's other colors, like gray. Fucking idiots. Black is the absence of color. You can't have shades, you dildos.
So, yeah.
John gets so
the rest
upset.
of the nominees are Independence Day Regurgitation, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and Zoolander 2. All right, on that note, I'm going to say 50 Shades of Black just because of that ridiculous observation. I'm sorry, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, how can you have 50 Shades of Black? It's just black.
John lost his shit a little bit, and I liked it.
Hey, just a little bit.
What's your vote?
I'm going to go do a little surprise here. I'm going to go TMNT 2.
Really?
Yeah, I think that gets it.
Okay, I vote Zoolander. Zoolander 2.
Zoolander 2?
Yep.
Okay.
I
That's
heard
cool.
it was fucking
Wait,
terrible.
did none of us take Batman v What did you
We
take,
didn't.
We didn't. I said 50 Shades of Black
Yeah,
because of
because you liked what you
ridiculousness.
said.
Brian? Watch Batman v Superman will win.
Oh,
Whatever.
well, yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Like I said, we haven't wagered any alcohol.
Yeah,
so
no,
Or
there's no-
regurgitation might win. God, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
it's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.
I don't envy the council for the Razzies, man.
No.
They got some tough choices
They-
to make.
I mean, they got to watch some real terrible fucking shit. Okay, so next up is what I consider the best one. Mm-hmm. Okay, because this is pretty personal. Okay, following in the footsteps of such well-known Razzie and B-movie directors such as Edward D. Wood Jr. and that Italian guy who made Troll 2. We have
That Italian guy.
yeah, I don't forget.
He's not worth remembering.
Yeah. Worst director. The nominees are for worst director Dinesh D'Souza and Bruce Shuley for Hillary's America: The Secret History of the Democratic Party. Roland Emmerich for Independence Day Regurgitation. Tyler Perry for Boo! A Medea Halloween. Alex Proyas for Gods of Egypt. Zack Snyder for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Motherfucking Shit. Ben Stiller for Zoolander 2.
Oh, he directed.
Can I just
He
say real
directed it.
quick that Boo is how like a 6-year-old would start their story. Like, I don't know, did you guys write stories in elementary school?
I
And
think
then
everybody
they
wrote
bound
stories.
Them, you know?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
With like the plastic shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, the plastic thing on
Boo,
the side.
my Halloween story. You know, because I'm 6 years old and an idiot.
You just called 6-year-olds idiots.
They are idiots. They don't have like...
They don't have fine motor skills, so fuck them.
Their brains are still forming. 6-year-olds are idiots.
Oh, God.
You know, unless it's like Mozart or some shit, you know?
Unless you're Mozart, Don does not give a shit about you.
Idiot. So. But yeah, no, Boo. How I spent my Halloween is like how like a little kid would start their thing. So
Yeah.
he started with the same thing that a small child would. Good job, Tyler Perry.
So you voting for Tyler?
No.
Okay. Well, who do you
Okay,
think's
who do you
going to
think's
get it,
gonna win?
John?
Zack Snyder.
I did too. Zack Snyder.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Yeah.
If it wasn't such a cleanup, I would probably have to say that it would be a toss-up between Dinesh D'Souza and Roland Emmerich.
Yeah, I agree with you. But no, it's going to go to Zack Snyder.
If we want to say, like, okay, this director's a human piece of shit, Dinesh D'Souza would fit it. And if you make a piece of shit, Roland Emmerich would fit it.
So since
I don't think Roland Emmerich's a bad person, by the way. I just think he makes crap now.
No, he has he has big ideas, but he's too shallow to make them thoughtful. Like The Day After Tomorrow, I want to make a movie about global warming, but I'm not smart enough to make it thoughtful. You know, so
we can make it cool if we just have like instant CGI freezing.
Yeah,
you know, wouldn't that be cool? Yeah.
So maybe if Zack Snyder, which he won't, doesn't show up to accept his award,
no one's going to show up to accept their award.
Maybe they could just to accept the award. Maybe roll on a big dumpster of garbage that was sparklers on it.
Cause a dumpster fire?
Yeah. Maybe a hologram dumpster because that would look cool. It would be a moment, you know. But
oh God!
Just maybe use diapers in the garbage can and fire. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. So those are your nominees for the 37th Golden Raspberry Awards.
Yeah, and they have their own YouTube channel, right?
They do.
But if
they got a
wanna,
Razzie channel.
For anybody who wants to watch the awards, where do they go to do that? Do you just are we going to tell everybody to Google it? Because they're not network, right?
No, I think they're on YouTube.
Yeah, I would check their.
Just their YouTube, YouTube channel.
Razzies.com.
Yeah,
and they have their own YouTube channel. If
they
you guys
got
want to search there.
Razzie's channel.
Just one nice thing that they do.
They do.
Is they don't really pick on the little guy. You know, they don't pick on independent films. They really go after mainstream Hollywood guys
with resources. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes.
Well, that's the whole part of it. Is you know
they're
guy
attacking the pageantry and
the guy who has $5 to his name and makes a movie. You're not gonna attack that guy.
No.
You're gonna wait till he gets $10, then you attack him.
Yeah, I just think I think the Razzies are kind of like a cool counterpoint to a lot of things that go on in Hollywood at this time of year and everything. And, it seems like the people who run that, whole organization just seem like, like they're taking everything with like a grain of salt. And I think that's really, really important,
Definitely.
So, so I'm excited for those.
Yep.
Those, so we're dropping this episode Friday.
Yes.
The awards are Saturday tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday.
Yeah.
But will this be our last Friday drop?
It is our
true.
last
It is.
Friday
so
drop.
We mentioned this on our Facebook Live video, which you all should have been fucking watching.
You fuckers.
Whoa, guys, soften.
Okay,
Take it
You
easy.
wonderful people.
you wonderful
big dicks.
people
Better.
who don't watch our live
Succulent
videos.
nipples.
But anyway, we are moving. Can I talk?
Buttocks.
Can I-
Oh, sorry.
Can I finish now? Larry, can I finish?
All right.
So, yeah, we're moving our episode drop date from Friday to Sunday. And this is mainly for, it's easier for us. I'm going to be honest with you. We record these episodes kind of, on our own free time. We do it usually balancing work and life schedules and things like that. And honestly, trying to cram in the episode, record, and then at the same time also drop it in the same week, it's a little tough. So
Brian's also being humble. We're like the X-Files. It was originally on Fridays, and then they moved to Sundays when it started to become freaking huge.
It's true.
I mean, it could be that too.
Yeah.
But there's a benefit to being on Sunday now. We'll be ready for your work commute for the week. So
You'll
Sunday
be
in
trapped
the
in a car
morning,
with us if
Sunday
you
in the
so
morning,
choose.
that's when you'll get it. It'll be still the same time, usually around like 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when the episode drops. So this will be our last Friday episode. When we come back around next week, there won't be a Friday episode, but there will be a Sunday episode.
Excellent.
And that'll be the permanent one.
Here's what you should do. You should go, wake up, sleep in a little bit. It's not football season anymore. Go to Pamela's, get a little bite to eat. Come home, take a dumpski, listen to our show, take a nap, watch yourself a little Walking Dead, prepare for Monday. Bada bing, bada boom. Sounds like a pretty good Sunday to me.
I'd say that's a great Sunday.
It's a perfect Sunday.
That's a perfect
actually.
Sunday.
Pamela's in a dump. Yes.
Pamela's in
What
a
is
dump.
this world we live in?
Yeah.
Time to be alive.
I mean, take the dump whenever you need it. Don't hold it in just because I said, eat first. I don't want you.
You don't want
sweating
to. You don't want
bullets.
to eat and shit at the same time.
Well, no. I mean, he's
They
saying
make
you
a
could
pretty
like poop
decent
before
corned
you
beef
go.
hash, and I wouldn't want to shit my ass while I was eating that. I'd associate the two forever. And
God,
I
now
love
I,
Yeah.
corned beef
now I
hash.
want
we
hotcakes.
we love Pamela's, by the way.
I'll give you some hot.
If you're not
Yeah.
familiar with Pamela's, it's a Pittsburgh thing. You wouldn't get it. So
Sorry to our German listeners.
yeah, we got German listeners.
I know. We love
We get them
our
all over the place.
we love our German listeners,
Was
Yeah.
ist der Kleiderschrank? Ein Kleiderschrank ist ein Schrank für die Kleider.
and that's all John learned in German class in high school.
Nein, links und rechts und geradeaus. Alles ist nass. Tut das weh?
That's all he learned in
I
high
have
school
no
in
idea
German
what the fuck
class.
you
No,
said.
left, right, straight ahead. Does that hurt?
Are you sure that's what you
all is
said?
Does that
I'm not
hurt?
sure. All is
Tut das
wet.
weh?
Then that.
Alles ist nass is wet.
All the snosses.
Alles ist nass.
Alles is nice.
And luggage rack is das Gepäcknetz.
You are so happy with yourself. All right. Well, I'd like to apologize to our German listeners
Yeah.
a second time for whatever that was.
I was speaking German for them. They'd be like, wow, we're super impressed now. Let's
you
go
just-
drink some beer and eat some marzipan.
Butchered their
Marzipan.
language. You just butchered their language. All right.
So can I close this out? now?
I think we need to close this out.
So be sure to like us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, at Psycho Show. You can also find us at the Epicast Network. That's our home network, at theepicastnetwork.com. If you have a favorite movie or question you want to throw our way, you can contact us at thecinemaPsychoshow.com. And make sure to subscribe to us on iTunes. Drop us a review, rating, all that sort of thing. Please, we love reviews. To catch our next episode, available every Friday, at least this time around, then Sunday afterwards.
Live free or die hard.